Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Bridge. We're gonna play, oh no, not a stranger. I've had a couple matches with humans since then and they're all like kind of a bloodbath. That's kind of why I play against the robots, as I've said. This is a best hand match, keeping up with my policy of alternating. We have quite a hand here. You know, at first glance, well there's a number of ways of evaluating a hand. We've talked a fair bit about high card points. This hand has 16, which is a lot. But the hand is much better than just a random balanced 16-point hand. A few things you can do, like people devised a method called counting winners long time ago, which is like, quick tricks is what I'm thinking of, which is a kind of a defensive measure of a hand mostly, how much control it has, how many tricks you could quickly take if the opponents were in a suit contract, for example. Ace King is worth 2. King Queen is 1.5, I think, because no, probably Ace Queen is 1.5, and I bet King Queen is just 1. I don't know. Quick tricks aren't very popular these days, so I don't know the exact metric. Another sort of more popular method is the losing trick count. You count like how many tricks you expect to lose, and it's very easy to mechanically apply. Basically, any card higher than an ace king, higher than a jack that you're missing in a suit is sort of like a loser. Now you can't have like 3 losers in a 2-card suit, so if we had just like 2 small, this would still be only 2 losers. But so this hand has 3 losers by that count, which is very strong. As you can tell just from looking at the hand, it's very strong. But there's you can do some arithmetic with losers to estimate. I don't know. I don't really get too into it, but the point is that like 3 is very few losers. And I was gonna say, oh, this hand just has 3 losers. It's very good, but then I thought I would explain to you guys like where exactly that number 3 comes from. So I think this hand is definitely good enough to double and then bid spades. Could we do something else? Not really. I'm happy to bid spades at the 3 level even after doubling. Should show a monster of a hand. Arguably, this is like an underbid, maybe. You know what? I'm just going to bid 4. I don't need partner's help. You know, if we're very unlucky, of course, you know, we might find partner with absolutely nothing and go down. But even with absolutely nothing, we have a shot. If it happens to be like kind of shortish in hearts. I'm going to rough with the 10 here, so that I can preserve the 3 as an entry to dummies 7. It's an important little play you can make here. Get rid of all the trumps, and then if the jack had fallen, we could have actually had 2 entries. No, because we only have 1 3. Yeah, can't use it across the 4 and the 7. So probably the best thing to do with this entry is lead a low heart and then duck. But I think I'll attack clubs first, just to see if I can get something good to happen. Probably won't. But there's no reason to go after hearts yet. Oh, actually, you know what occurs to me? I might want dummy's spade as a heart ruff. Maybe I shouldn't be using it as an entry. Yeah. I mean, if I play king and then queen, I'm basically winning only if the jack is doubleton, whereas if I lead up to the king and then duck, I'm winning only if the ace is doubleton and onside, so that just seems worse. So I should just play the king and queen, hope that I drop the jack early enough, and then I can rough the 7, or rough the last round with the 7. He's returning a heart. Well, I didn't think about that. I haven't actually paid that much attention to what's going on in the other suits, but I guess I should have. Because East is kind of in a pickle here. He doesn't want to return diamonds, because all of our diamonds are gone in both hands, and letting me rough in one hand and discard in the other would be quite useful. He doesn't want to return clubs, because dummy's jack is sitting there looking kind of threatening. So he might actually have to lead a heart, even if he holds the jack. So I could consider playing low here, instead of playing for West to have Jack X. I don't think either is going to work. But if I were paying more attention to what was going on in the other suits, I might have something better to go on. Right, normally this would be like what I said in a previous episode. Don't assume opponents are being nice to you. Don't assume he's leading away from the jack when that was a line you couldn't take yourself before. But I kind of put him in a spot where he might have to do something nice for me. That was kind of the point of losing tricks early, was to get to a position like this. But I think... I don't know. I guess if he has... The thing is, I think the rough slough would be safer for him, right? Well, yeah. Because on what layouts is it right to actually play a heart when you hold the jack yourself? He knows I have 2 spades. So even if I have the queen of hearts, that's only 2 spades, 1 heart, and a rough. So giving me a rough slough, if he has the jack of hearts, then I think playing a diamond would have been safe. So he must not have it, so I'll play the queen. Alright, it didn't work, but nothing I could do was going to work. Alright, down 1. And he could have played a club. I'm not sure why that's so bad. It's a little... It drops his partner's ace, but that doesn't actually matter. I guess he doesn't know it doesn't matter. So this is like, I don't know. If we could have just led up to the king-queen twice, we would have been able to make it. But I just didn't have enough entries to dummy to do that. Yeah, I don't think I had a shot. 14 is enough to bid. This is... So normally when you open a club, you have at least 3, and when you open a diamond, you have at least 4. This shape is the exception. Well, okay, so to open a major, you must have at least 5. To open a minor, you must have at least 3. Usually if we're 3-3, we open a club, and if we're 4-4, we open a diamond. So a diamond typically shows 4. But in specifically this 4-4-3-2 pattern, we open a diamond anyway. There are some players who would open a club here because they feel that having guaranteeing 4 diamonds is more important than being able to emphasize a minor. Neither approach is, it's not especially important. You just have to have agreements with your partner, and Gibbs agreements say you should bid a diamond here. Alright, looks like they're going to declare hearts. West has the strong... Well, East's hand is pretty okay. He's like fairly maximum for a passed hand. West has about as much as I do, although not quite, because best hand. Maybe a queen less or so. He's probably 4-4 in the majors. Probably has a hand that looks a lot like mine, honestly. Maybe switch the minors around. I could lead ace in a club to try to get some roughs with my hearts, but my jack-10 of hearts are likely to promote to a trick anyway, and I'm not going to get 2 roughs. Partner just doesn't have enough entries. So that's kind of a hopeless plan. The thing I want to do is work on like forcing the opponents to rough my tricks. I'm not sure how I could ever do that, really. I could lead a low spade, hope partner has the jack, I guess. Sure, sounds fun. Yeah, so the king would have worked out, well, about the same, I guess. We're going to get 1 trick from spades if declare has at least 3, whereas if I'd led the king, I only need declare to have 2 spades. So it definitely has not worked out to lead a low spade, but I think it was an okay risk to take. In case partner has something like Jack X, or declare misguesses and partner has the 10, right? He would have probably played the 9 from dummy even if he didn't have the 10. Maybe he'd play the Jack, I don't know. Good news, though, is that declare only has 7 total hearts. So his trump holding is a little precarious. He has Queen X remaining. My Jack is the highest heart, so that's cool. Yeah, so it didn't matter. Declarer had 4 spades, so we were always going to get 1 spade trick, not 2. Now I could, if I were very optimistic, I could play ace of diamonds, diamond, crossing to partner, and hope he just cashes. Maybe partner has king, queen of diamond, or king's already been played, so it'd be queen, jack, I guess, right? That seems pretty optimistic. Or maybe he has the queen of diamonds and a club, I don't know. Right, let's check what East has turned up with. He had the ace, queen of hearts. Nothing in spades. The king of clubs. I mean, that's 9, right? If he had 12, he would have bid. So he doesn't have the queen and jack of diamonds. He only has 1. But if I exit with a spade, he'll have to lead diamonds. So we might save an over trick by doing that. If I exit a spade and make him lead a diamond away from his queen, he would take only 1 trick. Whereas if I play ace and a diamond, he gets the queen and a spade. But if he doesn't have the queen, we might actually beat it by leading ace and a diamond. I think this probably gives up an over trick, but I'm not like 100% confident that it does. So I'm going to go ahead and play it this way. Partner has the queen. And a club winner. Nice. I think the natural thing to do there was actually to exit a spade. And only because I stopped to think about it did I realize that in fact we've got a chance if we play diamonds. It just kind of feels like, oh, partner has nothing, defend like that. And if you stick with that, you'll be like, oh, okay. Maybe partner has the jack of diamonds, and then, oh, I'm so dumb. What happened to the last spade? I could have played that first. Although that would actually give partner a chance to screw things up. Now, something Gibb often does in situations like this, if I play a spade, the natural thing any human would do is pitch their club, because if they ever win the queen of diamonds, they don't need the club, right? It'll go ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, ta-da. Gibb would flip a coin over which 10 to discard, I think. Because in this position, he'll say, oh, partner knows not to play the ace. He'll lead the 7 to my queen, and then I can cash the 10 of clubs. Which is very perverse, but he doesn't get it. Anyway, it was natural to keep thinking like partner has nothing, but actually there was a card partner could have that would let us beat it if you just stop and think a bit. I wouldn't mind defending spades, partner, if you could just stop bidding. Okay, he has a pretty good heart hand, though. So we're losing 2 diamonds, a spade, and a heart. Looks like we make 3. Can I improve that? Yeah, I can probably avoid losing a diamond, actually. Losing 2 diamonds, anyway. Maybe losing any. Maybe we could make 4. If hearts are 2-2, although probably West just has 1. Then I could set up the spades to pitch dummies diamonds, rough both my small diamonds. West has missed a chance here, I guess, to hold us to 3. He could have led ace of spades, spade for his partner to rough. Then a club comes back, another spade, and I still can make it, but I guess I would pitch a diamond at that point. That would be fine. Yeah. Okay, so I would make 3 regardless, but he could have made it harder for me to make 4 or 5. Does it matter which hand I win this in? Not really. I'm just drawing all the trump anyway. I want to leave some... I don't know. I don't think it matters what hand I win any of these tricks in. I don't really need to count anything either. We're just throwing these diamonds away on spades. I don't know, I guess we could throw clubs away? I'm kind of running out of trumps. No, throwing clubs away would be dumb. I had to throw at least 1 diamond. After that, it didn't matter. I guess I could just be claiming 4 at this point. but who knows, maybe they'll somehow make a mistake. Nope. $15 points and partners showing 15 to 17 is pretty good. There's definitely a well, actually, since we know best hand mode is on, partner has exactly 15 high card points, because he can't possibly have more than I do. So the chances of a slam are kind of low. But if we have a good fit in a major, it could still be on. So I'll start with 2 clubs. Partner has 2 spades. Sorry, 4 spades. So we could... Let's try to imagine a 15-point hand for partner where slam is good. Let's start by giving him ace, king, queen of spades. Those seem pretty useful. That's 9. He's got 6 more. How about the ace of diamonds and the queen of hearts? Right? Seems pretty great. Or both round queens or something. So even a hand that's like, or we could give him like yeah, anyway, the point is that the slam is possible. Does 4 diamonds show this? Yes. Okay, partner appreciates, he's into the idea of slam, and he has the ace of diamonds. Well, sadly, he's gone past 4 no trump, but I guess that isn't a surprise to me. I can't find out. I can't now bid 4 no trump to ask him about his spades. I could have done that earlier, I guess, instead of splintering, maybe. I could bid this, kind of stall, like, hey, I have the ace of hearts. Do you want to go on, partner? Instead of just going on myself. I don't think he will. He's afraid of clubs. He doesn't understand that he's already denied clubs. So if I didn't have clubs covered, I would just bid spades. So I think any human would be like, I have clubs covered, and also maybe hearts, depending on your agreements. And like what I'm worried about is trumps. I don't know what he has is the problem, so I'm just going to bid it and hope for the best. Okay. Seems good-ish. Is this below 50% or above? I'm not actually sure. We need the spades coming in. And even if they do, we have 1 loser there, so we need no losers elsewhere. The obvious thing is to take the heart finesse. Is there something else? There is no heart diamond squeeze because we don't have enough winners without the squeeze trick. I would have to either rough diamonds or run my setup hearts. In either case, the squeeze won't apply. There's no end play because I mean, I don't know. If one player, well, okay, if East has the heart queen, anything I do is fine, assuming that the trumps are 3-2, which I definitely require. Well, do I? I guess if I cash the ace of spades and East follows with like the jack, I can play low towards the king 8 twice and only lose 1 trick even though the suit is 4-4. 4-1, I mean. Okay, so I should definitely keep that in mind. But anyway, if East has, assuming I solve spades for 1 loser, if East has the queen of hearts, like anything works, except for playing ace-king to drop it, maybe. But suppose that West has it. Is there any way I can still make the contract? Maybe. Suppose that West has 4 spades. No. We're going down in that case. Suppose, though, that he has only 3 diamonds and only 3 clubs. Then, maybe, I could rough out all my diamond losers and later exit a spade to west, he'll have nothing but hearts to play. Right? If his shape is like 3-4-3-3 is what I'm imagining. It's not super likely. He probably has 4 diamonds. The diamonds are probably 5-4. That's the most likely layout, but it's not guaranteed. So if I could do that while still being able to fall back on the heart finesse, I would like it. But it's a little dangerous, isn't it? Like, I have to use my diamond entries for roughs early, I think. Like ace of spades, ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, diamond ruff, ace of spades, diamond ruff again, spade to the king. I guess it'll depend what happens on the first round of spades. But if I ruff 2 diamonds, I won't be able to then lead up to the king 8 twice. So I would need him to have 3 in that line. I can ruff 1 diamond though, right? So if I play ace, spade, diamond, ruff, spade, and now I've found that they're splitting ruff, then I can play like 1 heart, club, club to the queen. Yeah. Exit a spade if I wanted. I think that would be okay. The 10 is like, it's a little bit scary, but given that the suit is 3-2, it's not too surprising that someone might have, you know, 10x or 10 queen or 10 jack or something. Okay, so it looks like the trumps are splitting. The queen falling is a little bit reassuring, maybe. And he might still have the jack. He might have queen 10 jack. It doesn't matter what order he plays them in that case. Oh my god, it's happened. Where was the queen? Alright, it was onside all along. Alright, he had plenty of exit cards. That was a pretty bad heart play by him, actually. Right, a human player would find that a terrible play. They would never do that. Gibb sees that it can't really hurt, but it also can't help. And if you play a diamond, say, I have to ruff it, and then I have to decide if I'm willing to take the heart finesse or not. The spade, or the heart exit, gives me the finesse without any risk. He knows that it's not risky for me because the queen's onside, but I don't know that. So, I don't know. It was not a real end play. It didn't work, but Gibb allowed it to work. This hand is probably good enough to bid spades instead of diamonds. Queen Jack of Clubs Doubleton is pretty gross, but it is partner suit, so I guess it'll be fine. Does Gibb play this at showing extras? No. Some players play that because, I don't know, it's complicated. But the fact that he has 4 diamonds, but opened a club, means he has at least 5 clubs, and indeed we're being shown that here. So that's interesting. And I guess the reason is, if you open a club planning to rebid diamonds, okay, so suppose I bid like a heart. Players play that one of a suit followed by 2 of a higher ranking suit shows extra strength. And if he was planning to rebid diamonds, so the argument goes, he must have extra strength, because I might not have bid diamonds, I might have bid hearts or spades. So it is a little bit weird to be like, what hand does he really have that bids this way? But also, we know he doesn't have extra strength because I have 12 and my hand's the best. So I'll be interested to see what hand Gibb comes up with here. Maybe he's 2-2-4-5? I don't know. Anyway, I'll force to game here, I guess. Or try for game, even better. He says no. Since our suit is diamonds, I'm going to actually stop below game here. We have 12 ops at 12, which in the past I've talked about is generally good enough for 3 no trump. But I'm pretty worried about the hearts. I don't know. I asked partner's opinion. He doesn't like it. We're certainly not making 5 diamonds, probably. And I think they could just cash too much against us in 3 no trump, so I'm going to let this go. I think Gib at the other table will do the same. What? Why wouldn't you just bid 2 clubs, you wacko? What a stupid bid. 2 clubs is totally fine on this hand. You didn't have to distort. Okay, well, here we are. I guess we should try to set up dummies clubs. Oh, that's not working out too well. Neither are the hearts. At least they're not returning another club. Well, okay, maybe I would have liked them to return a club now that I think about it. I don't know exactly where my tricks are coming from. I'm not sure if I should be roughing this or pitch a heart on it, but I'm pretty sure I should lead a club. Let's rough it. Okay, so I need to cash this, and I need my rough with the 2 to live. Now I can cross rough high. They have trumps left, but none of them are bigger than mine. I think they have 1 trump left. Yeah. Oof, this is a hand. What is it, 21? Yeah. I think this is... So, I think this is good enough to open 2 clubs. Why clubs? 2 clubs is reserved in sort of standard bidding styles, or systems, I guess, as a hand just so stonkingly great that you can't bear for partner to pass. It doesn't particularly say anything about your shape. You get to that later. 2 hearts says it's got excellent hearts, and partner's raise shows that he can at least, he says 3+, but he might very well do this with Queen X or something. But also that he has like some stuff. He's not totally busted. He would have bid 3 clubs if his hand were really awful. So he might have like a king or something here. I could bid like 3 spades, but I suspect that, yeah, Gib will take me a little bit too seriously if I do that. I'll just bid a quiet 4 hearts. If he wants to go to slam, he knows my hand is great. I'll leave it up to him. Okay. Well, it's good we're not in slam. They could cash 2 diamonds on the go. But now that we're here, how can we maximize tricks taken? If we were very lucky, we could rough out dummies clubs and use those to pitch my diamonds. Right, we could get as many as 4, but probably at least 3 pitches. If clubs are 3-2, the most likely outcome. We play club, rough a club high, and then we have 3 pitches. We can pitch 2 diamonds and a spade. If we also rough a spade, we'll take the remainder. But you could only manage to rough a spade, a trump or 2-2, as well as clubs being 3-2. It's a bit aggressive, though, to play 2 rounds of clubs first. Maybe I would say greedy, because there's some chance the opponents rough in at that point and then cash their 2 diamonds. And then, like, you've taken a contract that was almost guaranteed to make 5, and you're, like, in a little bit of danger about even making 4. So we could take the more conservative route of just, like, rough 2 spades and give up 2 diamonds. Actually, let's play the jack first. Alright, East is no dummy. Many players might be tempted to put the queen on here. West's 10 actually strongly suggests that it's singleton, so this was a stupid play. East knows I have the ace and king only, because he has queen fourth and can see the 10. Yeah. And I would have liked to still have that jack for a roughing finesse. Okay, so this is a very poorly thought out deceptive play. Let's just rough a couple spades and go home. Can I play queen to the ace and then rough? Am I risking trump control issues that way? Maybe. I sort of expect this will get roughed, but I'm kind of... Whoa! By the other guy. West is roughing this, not East. Who leads the 10 from queen 10 fourth in this contract? This is actually good news, though. I'm much happier for East to be out than West. I end up having to play the ace on the queen anyway. So maybe I should have done that first, huh? West is roughing in front for no obvious reason. They only have, like... Are they out of trumps, actually? I think so, right? We've played one round, and they've also both roughed twice, and once, and they've started with 4. So yeah, they're both out. Because they started with 2 each. Okay, well, we're not fooling anyone, I think. I could just concede a diamond, 2 diamonds, but maybe they'll make a mistake somehow. Think I have a bunch of spades in my hand. I don't think so, but we'll see. No, it didn't happen. Unlucky. $17 points. Stiffen clubs. I'm okay with bidding a diamond here. I could bid 1 no trump, as I talked about before. You can kind of pretend this hand is balanced, but I don't see any reason to do so. Partner's 1 heart is great news. I think we're worth 3 hearts. Yeah. Maybe even more. Partner has 10, very easily accepting my invite. I have 3 spades and a club outside of trumps. Should be able to get at least 3 trumps. Well, if we were very unlucky, we might take only 2. And if we were very lucky, we might take 4. But probably 3 is the most likely number. I think the important thing is to rough clubs. That's the main source of tricks, I guess. That sort of risks some trump control issues while setting up diamonds, though. I don't really have enough entries to easily rough 2 clubs anyway, do I? I guess it depends what happens in trump. All right, let's lead the jack first, because I want to preserve small ones for club roughs. The 10 is ominous. Yeah, they're 4-1. Okay. So we have now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tricks. I can get an 8th with a club rough, but I need to set up something in diamonds. I don't have enough entries to rough clubs and also lead diamonds towards the king-queen, so I'll just lay them down. That's spooky. I think this means that West has the ace, actually. If East had the ace, he would be afraid of not winning it, that I might then later lead up to the queen. He also has at least 1 more. He doesn't just have the ace X. He would win that too, for fear that I would lead the 4. Have I made my contract yet? 3, 5, 8, 9. I need more hand entries, I feel like. Hand in this case is north. Wow, East had it. What a gutsy play. I guess he knows I can't afford to spend entries leading towards it. What I want to do is lose a diamond. That's the greedy play, I think. There's a number of ways that might pay off. If West has the Jack of Diamonds, then he'll win it and won't be able to lead trump. And then, like, I'm fine. The biggest danger is that East wins the Jack and exits with his last trump. In that case, I only have 8 tricks. I need the spades to come in and also either... I don't know. I could ruff a club. Like, I can do that. And then lose a diamond? Maybe that's okay. No. Because then they would tap me with the last diamond. Well... that would be... Or they would just cast the last club and then tap me? That sounds pretty dangerous, actually. So I think I exit with a diamond, hoping that they're 3-3, or maybe if they're 4-2 and West has the Jack of Diamonds, I'll be okay. And then I need to do something cool in the black suits. Okay, they're 4-2, but at least East had Ace-X onside and ducked. Okay, so they returned a diamond, though, which is, I think, good for me. Because I've established the squeeze, at least. I have a club-spade squeeze. If any player has both the ace of clubs and 3 spades, which is what's needed to stop me from running them, they can't have kept both. So I've increased my chances just from like spades being 3-3 to maybe the player with Jack 4th of spades also has the ace of clubs. All right, there's only 1 club left, so it's the Jack. I'll cash it. Or the king of clubs, whatever. So in this case, East had Jack 4th, but pitched early because he could see that I would finesse against it if I needed to. This is another kind of defensive mistake that a human would probably not make. It seems pretty natural to pitch a club here instead of a spade. Your spade looks very valuable because Declare doesn't know how the spades are splitting. So this is another contract that Gibb has kind of given to me by defensive error caused by supposing that I can see through the backs of the cards. 2 spades often has 6 of them, but it's not guaranteed. I'll rebid 3 clubs here. Partner supports my clubs, which is nice, but I'll offer spades, I think. He thinks this shows 3, huh? So I can't even trust him to pull back to 5 clubs if he has only 2 spades? Well, that's stupid. If I had 3 spades, I would have bid them here, partner. Come on. Okay, I mean... 4 clubs is a huge overbid. 4 hearts, rather, is a huge overbid. I'm just going to bid 5 clubs. I hate it, but Gibbs' system means that if I bid 4 spades, I might be in an even worse spot. We should be able to come up with 11 tricks, probably. But I can't convince partner to only pass 4 spades when it's a good contract. I don't know about bidding 4 clubs, partner. I would have bid like 3 diamonds or 3 hearts. Probably diamonds, I guess, to show a diamond stopper, since what we really want is to find a no-trump contract. I might have then offered 3 spades. Then you could offer 3 no-trumps, saying, no, I really did only have 5 of them. And since he already showed a diamond stopper with 3 diamonds, he must not have a heart stopper. Therefore, his 3 no-trump doesn't actually retroactively show a heart stopper. If he had both, he would have bid 3 no instead of 3 diamonds. So I think that's how this auction should have gone. Is a spade, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 spades, 3 no-trump, pass. You know, is no-trump a great spot? It's... no, actually. 5 clubs might be better. If I could play 3 no, it would be pretty okay, maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, we're in 5 clubs, not that other contract. And it seems okay, to be honest. Actually, if I ruff my diamond loser, then my only losers are 1 heart and some number of clubs. So as long as the number of clubs that I lose is not 2, that's enough, right? The only way I could lose 2 clubs is if West had the king and jack and at least 3 clubs, which is possible. But there's a safety play. How to describe a safety play? A safety play is a play that produces on average fewer tricks than, say, the best play, or the highest expected value play, but which has a lower ceiling, lower floor, higher floor, I guess. The maximum number of tricks you could lose is reduced. And there's a safety. The play-in clubs for the highest average number of tricks is low to the 10, and then low to the queen. But if West has king jack doubleton, that loses 2 tricks unnecessarily. You could have played ace in another. So there's a safety play available in clubs. Which is to play the ace first and then lead towards the queen 10 remaining. Then the only time you lose 2 tricks is when you couldn't help it, when West was dealt king jack x. So I'd like to take the club safety play. I was thinking maybe I should try the spade finesse first to help me decide whether I need the club safety play, but that's actually backwards. I should take the club safety play first to find out if I'm losing 2 clubs. If I am, I'll fall back on the spade finesse to pitch my heart loser. So the order in which I do things is fairly important. I guess I can play 1 round of clubs before the king of diamonds, and that's slightly better. Oh, there's the jack. Okay. So now I know I'm making it. Unless this gets roughed, then I'm kind of in trouble. If diamonds are 7-1, I'm in trouble. But they're not. Okay, so low to the jack, low to the 10, low to the queen would actually have lost 2 tricks. And since they haven't attacked hearts, I actually have the option to take the spade finesse for basically for free. If it succeeds, great, I'll pitch my heart. If it loses, I've lost a spade I didn't have to lose, but I still don't lose a heart because I can cash the ace and king. If they had played a heart, I wouldn't have this option. It's worked. Great. So we made 6. I feel like this match went pretty well, but it also probably went pretty well for the Gib at the other table, since mostly it was defensive errors, which will be made at the other table as well. But if I were bringing back this card in a team match with humans, I would say, boy, this guy, West, really misplayed a lot. We got him. But no, actually, we crushed him. Why? Oh, they tried 3-0 trump on the last board and tried a game on board 5. Also, 4 diamonds on board 1? Oh, underbid this hand a bit. Yeah, I thought this was worth 4 spades. He didn't. I went down, but actually it's fine because 4 diamonds made, which is even worse than being down 1. I can't imagine selling out to 4 diamonds here. Anything interesting on this board that we should talk about? Oh, we already talked about how the spade lead kind of like was bad, but worked out okay. Right, East had 3. Somehow I came to the conclusion he had 4. I don't know what that was about. I probably missed somebody's pitch, partner's pitch, on the 3rd round of hearts, I bet. Yeah, okay. Here we both played 3 only hearts and happened to make 4. Yeah, right. Nothing happening in the play. That was all very straightforward. I made 6 spades. I wonder if Gib made it this... He probably didn't go to all the effort of setting up the end play, right? Just ducked the second spade? That's interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. It means that you can later, you can ruff a diamond and then later lead up, which is a little bit more flexible than having, oh wait, I was willing to duck the second diamond. Well, no, I wasn't. Huh. I don't know. In case West does have Queen Jack... Oh, I see. If it had gone like 10 over here, then it might make some sense to duck this spade. But you would expect West not to actually split, right? I don't know. So it's kind of a weird play, and it gives up on the opportunity to later exit and make the opponent's lead something for you. So he just took the heart finesse, yeah. My line, I didn't have to take that risk. Here, they overbid to 5 diamonds. I don't understand 4 diamonds at all. What's wrong with, like, trying to find your way to 3 no trump? Yeah, that seems like a blunder. Here we were in 4 hearts. We talked about how the jack of clubs is a bad play. Roughing spades seems fine. I don't know. Is there a line that makes 5? No. Okay. This one, I don't know, some miracles happened for sure. Actually, I mean, it was a hand that looks very likely to make plenty of tricks. Maybe not. At first glance, it seems pretty good, but then you realize all the details are not working out very well. You have to lead diamonds so many times, you have to rough clubs so many times, and you don't have that many entries. If the hearts don't lie well, you could be in trouble. I wonder how the play went at the other table. Seven to the queen instead of run the jack. I don't like it, but maybe there's a good reason. Ace, run the 10. Okay, I guess since you've already seen the 9 be discarded, that's safe. Why was the 9 discarded? Now the finesse is marked, right? You know East has Jack 3, so you can run the 7 safely. Gib covers anyway, but whatever. Draw the last trump, lead a diamond. This just seems so risky. Why did we draw the last trump? We almost required East to have ace-x of diamonds. I don't know, it's just a mystery to me. My line seems way better. Also, East's duck here is bizarre. It actually gives up an overtrick. But, okay, he's trying to beat the contract. Maybe there's some layout where this duck is necessary. Oh, I see. Here's something I could have thought about. Maybe he was hoping to win the ace and then get to his partner's hand for a ruff? I might ask myself, how does he think he can do that? I don't know. I can't think of any good reason, any good way. Weird. And here they tried 3 no trump. I don't... this 2 no trump bit is fine, I guess. It is a... You have stoppers everywhere. Yeah. But I wanted to evaluate whether we could get back to spades. Alright, well, we got a bit lucky on that last one, I think. 3 no trump could have been a fine contract, and we could have gotten to a bad 5 clubs instead. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.